What's up, Dragon Brood? So today we're going to do something a little different because I had it brought up on my stream a couple of times. By the way, if you're going to catch me on the stream, it's Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 9 p.m. to midnight Pacific time over on Twitch. But this is a mono green food deck. This is a thing that I've heard some people talking about. I saw Croaky's playing a version of this on his stream a couple of days ago. So I figured, you know what, I'll build a version and give it a try. Why not? It seems like a lot of fun. It plays different than normal mono green, but I figure, hey, let's give it a go and see how it works. Also, if you haven't, please remember to like this video. That helps us get in front of more people, and that is a huge help, especially right when the video goes live, because it helps the algorithm. If you hit that notification bell, first you need to hit the subscribe button. Do that first, then hit the notification bell, and that lets you know every time I have a video up. There we go, got the sales pitch right. But let's hop over and take a look at this deck. I think some of y'all are going to be really entertained by this. Okay, now taking a look at this, you're going to have the expected Gilded Goose, right? Because we need to make food and get our stuff out efficiently. We're going to play 3 Scavenging Ooze. This possibly should be 4, but we're kind of squeezing for room for a couple of things. Playing some Tangled Florahedron. And this is another way to have mana just make sure we're hitting our land drops, but could also just be another creature if we need it to be later in the game, which is really nice. Some Trailer Crumbs, because again, we're making food. Kazandu Mammoth. This card almost is going to appear in a lot of green decks if you're going to try to do anything even remotely aggro-like. This is a great card. Gem Razor, this is kind of one of the few ways to give some of our stuff trample, so that's important. And it does kill some important things right now. You still are worried about things like Great Hinge or whatnot on the other side of the tables. So for now, it's going to keep making the cut. Playing a couple of Questing Beasts. I actually wanted 3, but I really couldn't figure out where I wanted to put any more because everything needs to be so focused on the food. It is possible that this could even be cut entirely. I believe some of the versions that Croaky's played did not play any Questing Beast at all, so maybe that's the right answer here. Wicked Wolf. This is kind of like the Forgotten card, but it's really, really good in here. Serves as an additional removal card, which is great. Feasting Troll King, which is big. It's Vigilance, Trample, lets you get extra food. If you have food in play, you can get it back out of the yard. You can do it at instant speed, which is also good, so something to be aware of there. Turn Timber Symbiosis, just as a way to search out some things. Great Hinge. Ooh, we have 4 Great Hinges, mate. Well, we don't want 4 Great Hinge, so let's cut some Great Hinge. We can find room there. I don't know why I had 4 in this list. I like the Great Hinge, but I don't love it that much. I kind of want it to be another Questing Beast since we were talking about. Let's see if 3 Questing Beasts is the right answer. I don't know. We will find out. Then we have 4 Primal Mites, 4 Castle Gambriggs, and 15 Forest. So nothing too surprising. It just is all together on a singular plan, and hopefully this gets us there. Let's go hop into the arena and find out. Now, see, this is tough because we drew 2 of the Troll Kings, which we don't really want, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and mulligan this one. This is a bit better, actually. I don't mind this. We can keep... Let's go ahead and get rid of 1 Forest. Actually, kind of feel like we actually need to get rid of Great Hinge. Alright, let's go ahead and just lead with this Gilded Goose. And this is a spot where if we drew one, I would have just played like the Florahedron here. Would have been great, but we did not find one, so we're just going to pass. And this is the type of situation where making food is really good. Alright, so are we playing against just the colorless deck here? A Maze Mind Tome. Okay. Well, the interesting thing is, this is going to make us somewhat reluctant, or resistant, not reluctant, to different types of removal. Unless it's just exile removal, say like, you know, Elspeth Conquers Death type stuff. However, here, we are going to go ahead and get rid of that Maze Mind Tome, because why not? So we get to get rid of the tome and attack for 4. As expected, they're going to scry for one. Put it on the bottom. That's some good news, I suppose. Alright, opponent is back down to 20 because they've been gaining life off of these silly fountains. I mean, I suppose they could have another Maze Mine Tome here. That is an awkward draw. They drew 3 fountains and a Maze Mine Tome. Crystal Golem, okay. Well, good news. We have some ways to kill a golem. Starting with this. We will target that. We will eat a food. And then we're going to attack for 4. Yeah, this is looking good for us right now. I mean, if the opponent doesn't do anything, we'll play a Scavenging Ooze. If they do play something, we'll hopefully get to kill it with the Wicked Wolf. We will get to kill it with the Wicked Wolf. What was that? Another thing? Okay. Has Menace. Okay. Not that big of a concern. Alright, we can tap this and play both of these. That's pretty cool. I guess we just go ahead and attack, see if they block. I doubt they will. Actually, they might. No, because they're not playing Shatter the Sky here. This is tough, because if they were to play Shatter the Sky and we have food, we could actually protect against this, but actually the safer play would have been to play the Wicked Wolf and just make food here, actually, and try to kill the opponent the next turn. We kind of goofballed that, so I guess our backup play... Actually, I don't even want to do that, honestly. I think I just want to play this. Man, I feel like I'm being overly conservative here. But that's what we're going to do. Oh no! I clicked through a thing. Oh no! Misclick's going to end up with us dead. That sucks. Maybe I'll draw something where we'll get a food and then I could just sacrifice those to the Wicked Wolf. Alright, Birth of Meletus we're not that worried about. I mean, they could have, like, play that and play a Banishing Light, though. That'd be a real thing. Nope, just a Maze Mine Tome. Alright, let me redeem myself and draw something that makes food, deck. That does no such thing. Oh my gosh. This is what I get. Serves me right. I deserve all the pain I'm getting right now. Yep. I mean, I guess the good news is now, though, like, one creature or one removal is not going to suffice. They do get an 0/4 blocker, but that's not going to be enough. I was going to say, they can Shatter the Sky, then make the 0/4 and buy a turn. So that is a real thing. No, they have to do it the other way, actually. Shatter the Sky is going to get rid of that, so that doesn't even help. So yeah, we're probably good anyway, despite the misclick. Swift response, sure. That should still be game. Oh, I guess not. There's a 3/3 Stone Coil Serpent. That does matter. That is not an irrelevant thing. Fortunately, we can make Scavenging Oozes much bigger. Our graveyard will eat the goose. Alright. Well, that kind of takes all the guesswork out now, doesn't it? Yep, and here we come. GG's. Okay, this hand's actually pretty nice. I actually like this. The weird spot is just, do we try to run out a turn 3 Mammoth, which I think the answer is no here. Or turn 2 Mammoth, sorry. I think our real play is just going to see, like, how do we get a Great Hinge into play and not get it removed by Elspeth Conquers Death. I think that's kind of our plan right now. I'm just thinking if we play the Mammoth down now, then... I'm just trying to think how soon we could hit the Great Hinge, but I'm not going to worry about that, actually. I'm actually just going to make food during the opponent's end step. Because I feel like in the long run, having the food is going to be more valuable to us anyway. Not a shocker. Make the food. Yeah, the only real issue here is, you know, am I feeling froggy enough to just get rid of this Bertha Miletus? Or do I want to just play the Mammoth, hope to draw land, and then stick a Great Hinge next turn? Because that's a real thing. But we could also just... Well, if we get rid of the Bertha Miletus now, we don't have to deal with an 0-4 wall either. So that's a real thing. So let's do that. I mean, they can still just Heartless Act, get rid of this, but we'll see. Also, what's funny is I don't watch a whole lot, or I haven't seen many of the Godzilla things, so I don't even know what an Angurius is. I need to look that up at some point. Alright, there's a Charming Prince. I'd like to fight that at some point. Hey, I was just like, hey, I'd like to fight that. And the deck's like, you're right, we should fight that. You know what, deck? I appreciate you. Alright, well, I guess we're going to have to do this the way the lands fell. We definitely don't want the Charming Prince hanging around. That's going to yield us no benefit here. Yeah, let's just do it. I mean, get the damage in while we can, I guess. I mean, I did consider just tapping everything to try to play the Great Hinge, but I don't know. I felt like that was a little bit of a trap for some reason. Though it was probably the correct play in all reality. I would like to get this Troll King down, so if they do shatter this guy, we can get it right back out, which would be super sweet. I thought we were going to get 1-for-1 shattered there, potentially. Hard to tell how valuable this is going to be. I think we want this as a land here. Yeah, not getting the Great Hinge down was probably the mistake. I should have just let them keep the 2-2 and press my luck. Alright. Let's do it. I mean, it's probably just going to get ECD'd here, but, you know, what are we going to do otherwise? Yeah, if we lose this one, it's definitely for not getting that Great Hinge down last turn. I think that was the mistake. Because I actually could have gotten the Great Hinge down and still killed the 2-2. Because the Great Hinge would have given me 2 mana back as well. So, overall, it was kind of a bad deal for me. Alright. We'll give them the Troll King, because the Troll King being in our graveyard doesn't really hurt us that much. Oh, no, that sucks. Alright, well, that is a big problem. All right, well, here we go. This leads me to believe, though, that they might not actually be playing a Shatter this guy. Yeah, I goofballed this one big time. Oh, crap. I had a Garen Brig, too. Man, I am just missing plays left and right, y'all. This is what I get for filming so late at night. My opponent's probably looking and going like, how did this dude not play these cards? And I was like, because I'm being an idiot today, that's why. Golden egg, alright. They can gain some life off of golden eggs. Well, that's a nice pickup. Don't think it does much for us here, but it's a cool thing to have. Alright, well, we'll attack and put the opponent at 1, because that's something we can do. Alright. Alright, they do get an 0-4. They will eventually get 2 life back. Yeah, this game could have just been over. I mean, I could have had a Troll King that I'd be able to protect. I mean, like, just all kinds of things. All kinds of things. Now, I will say this. We do have a bunch of outs, right? We can get Primal Might here. We can get a Wicked Wolf would work. I mean, so many things. So many things. Come on, deck. Don't fail us. That is not helping our scenario at all, deck. Not even a little bit. Alright, well, I guess the plus side is we attack with both because they still have to block Yorion on Questing Beast. Like, that's still a thing that's going to happen here. So, yeah, that's kind of a given. They're looking for something to probably both deal with this Gem Razor and get rid of Great Hinge. Though, they have a turn to still block the Gem Razor. Is this when a creature just comes into play? Enters the battlefield. Yeah, so if we even get this out of the yard. So if we even draw not Fail Back, the Trail of Crumbs. That's what I was thinking. Like, that's fine. Because that makes a food. We could sack the food. We could draw a card. We can draw another card. Like, the deck. We have so many things, deck. Come on. Even here, we still have a ton of answers. Even another Gem Razor. Just be able to destroy everything. Come on. Let's do it. Okay, sure. I guess, deck. That's one way we're going to go about this. I mean, I guess we activate one of these Garen Brigs. So we have access to the maximum amount of mana for creatures we draw. Ooh, there is a Scavenging Ooze. And this tramples. Yeah, I think we just do it. Because if they sweep the board, I mean, we get 3 of these. Right? So we'll get a card off this. Yeah, we just do it. Because now the 0-4s aren't enough. Like, they can kill the Troll King can come back, we'll get another card. We can do that during their end step. Ooh, this guy isn't legendary either. Oh, man. How, I guess I just look at it and assume he's got a crown. He's a Troll King. I thought he was legendary. Oh, man. That's something. Maybe this list needs 4 of those. Yeah, I don't think we have a losing scenario here. All right, opponent goes to 9. Reasonable. They want to eliminate. Just take things out of their yard, just in case. Get rid of a Charming Prince. Okay, that dies. They have 1 mana available. Oh, only during our turn. Okay. Oh, but we can do it anytime, just on our turn. Okay, that makes sense. Well then, I think we're going to go ahead and play this to see if we can just draw yet another answer. Well, another Troll King. That doesn't quite solve our problem, does it? I mean, I might as well, because we're going to get 2 Troll Kings back if these die, so whatevs. Alright, well. Yeah, it's what we can do. I mean, we have a bunch of outs, didn't draw any of them, and we went digging for extra cards. We have 8 freaking food sitting here. How, this is so dumb. We have this much food. We're not even worried about Shatter this guy because we rebuild our board and draw 2 cards in the process at a minimum. Well, we draw 3 because the opponent would give us 1. Yeah, this is sick. To be playing against this style of deck and just almost not even care. Yeah. Boy, what do we do with that? I mean, I guess we keep. It's not fast, but it's not terrible either. All right, well, gonna keep this Mammoth in hand. It'll draw some fire, but that's okay. Opponent's on mono black. All right, so these mammoths are just gonna have to do some heavy lifting, I guess. Which is sadly going to pump up that scavenger, but we'll just have to do what we can do. Removal card's gonna have to hit something. Yep. Hopefully, oh, I was gonna say, hopefully the scenario is gonna be they deal with our creatures, and then the big Troll King gets to get in there and do some things. All right. Opponent has 4 cards. I mean, I was gonna say they have to be removal, right? You can't. I mean, I guess they could have been all land and 2 scavengers, but that would have been weird. I'm not buying that. That feels weird. Something's amiss here. All right, Serpent. Okay, the other is just a Heartless Act. Got it. We solved the puzzle. I think the question, though, is do we want to pay 6 and just play a Troll King, or do we want to pay 6 and play these 2, or just pay 5 and play these 2 and then play this next turn? All right, we go to attack. The opponent's choosing to take their time here and removing this questing beast, and I don't know why. But they're being very careful. All right. I mean, we'll just give them more threats than they can deal with, then, I guess. Alright, keep them from getting anything back with, like, Academ's Awakening or anything. Now they get to pick and choose what they want to do with their removal cards. Yep, and there's that Heartless Act. Alright, fair enough. They're going to kill the Mammoth and leave our Questing Beast. Which is oftentimes, like, if you have a way to deal with it later, that's actually a smart move, because it keeps me from replacing it, since they're legendary. Well, what's the opponent want to do here? Unfortunately, we're still at a lot of life. That's the other good news. And we do have ways to produce food. So we're not really worried about getting beat that way until we get to pretty low, till we're somewhere around probably like 8-ish. Then it starts to become a concern. But the opponent's kind of in an interesting spot to here, though, right? Like, do they want to just trade? Do they want to draw cards? I'm going to play this. I don't even mind doing it pre-combat, because we're forcing the opponent to choose here. Would have been nice if we'd have had a land instead of the Scavenging Ooze, but it's really not that bad. Alright, and we're only putting creatures in our yard, so the Scavenger's not getting any bigger, which is also nice. They can tap to draw a card, leave a land open, maybe draw another land and do something. Alright, have we started to whittle down their removal yet? It doesn't quite look like it. Okay. Get this Questing Beast down. Let's get this Scavenging Ooze down. Because some things are gonna die in this combat, let me tell you. Whether it's by spell or by scavenger, things are going to be dead. Well, this isn't that bad if they take, what, 6 here? 7? Alright. They'll drain us for 2. I could do this and wait and get a card, but I'd like to be able just to attack with this next turn. So if they have another removal, then so be it, but we'll live with the consequences. Because now they almost have to decide, do you kill something or draw it? Exactly. Alright, go to 11. We've got a pretty strong board here. Nowhere near unbeatable, mind you, but feels pretty good. Especially because the opponent... Oh, they didn't even use the Academ's Awakening. Oh, that's interesting. Well, you only get 2 things, I guess. So maybe it's not worth it. Maybe they have another, though. That's probably the case. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Alright, so what we want to do here is draw a Primal Might or draw a Wicked Wolf. Because then we just fight the Scavenger out of the way and then go to town. That's our real goal here. And we get 2 draws at it, effectively. Oh, this. We are 1 mana short. Oh, no. That had potential, let me tell you. That had a lot of potential. So we've got 6 land. We use 2 to go to 4. Spend 1 to go to 3. All right, let's do it. We can unfortunately only use this for creatures and activations. We will pay. Dang it, it's just a gilded goose. Ugh. Alright, well, we gotta take the goose. I'm gonna pay the 3. So we just get max use of everything. Alright, so Troll King dies here, but our board is set up to start getting the Troll King back soon. Though, actually, they only gain 2. Oh, actually, they might just be dead still. Yeah. Well, maybe not. Because you say you block here, but you take 3. You could block here, and that's stopped. You can block there, but then you take 4, so that's 7, and then we can pump. That's not good. Oh yeah, I guess they might just be dead. Yeah, there's tough blocks for the opponent. Guess getting 3 Nighthawks against us wasn't enough, even with the Aghadeem's Awakening. I mean, then that's the only way you stay alive, right? That's got to be the plan. Because, I mean, this way you go to 1, and then you'll go back up to 3. I mean, you're not dead. Do we need the extra life here? Probably not. Just trying to think what else I'm going to do with that. I'm going to leave that in case we get another Scavenging Ooze. So I'm just going to let it ride. All right. Opponent goes to 5. End the turn. I mean, because here we even just like make a food. Yeah. Yeah. Ragged Claws is a super sweet name. We're going to mulligan this, though. Not having a turn 1 or 2 play is a bit much. So we're going to keep this, get rid of this. Let's see what happens. Are these the Godzilla backs? Yes, they are. That's cool. They're opting. I only see opt in the red-blue decks. The, like, is it draw a lot of cards stuff. Could be what we're up against. Though if we are, they're very much going to kill Goose, because almost everybody just kills the Goose, right? Nope, this is just straight up no. And it's funny, I was just thinking, like, that's probably a deck that's actually not good for us. Stern Dismissal? That's cool. Doesn't really change much. We are not going to Mammoth next turn. But I think we go ahead and just do this. Mostly because we can remove a thing, we can attack, we can make their Ruin Crab not so happy. We would like for them to play some spells here. Well, not that spell, but hey, it's a spell. Alright, so we do, unfortunately, because they played the tutelage, we do have to get rid of that crab. I really was hoping to do something else, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers, as they say. So I want to remove a creature. I want to fight this. want to go ahead and play this. So if we can get another food into play. Well, regardless, we can get a food into play next turn and just try to play the Troll King. Ah. How many of those did we lose so far? Gem Razors, just one. All right, so we still have a shot. We're at 40 cards. Once we get under like 20, then I think it becomes a real concern, because then they can start drawing like draw 3 or draw 4 in a turn, and that gets kind of ugly for us. What I'd really like to draw is another like 2 mana thing to see if we can bait a spell counter out. That'd be real nice. Well, them getting the lands. Getting those other Gem Razors, though, is not cool. Oh, and they left both those on top. That's probably bad for us. That is not what we wanted to see. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's play the Florahedron. See if the opponent counters it, potentially. They opted not to. Okay. This is probably getting brazen barred, isn't it? But if it does, it does. There's not a lot we can do about it. I mean, we'll at least have the mana to replay it next turn. The Petty Theft on the Feasting Troll King? Or just going to be another summary dismissal or stern dismissal? Oh, interesting. Do we just have another one? Because I would have assumed you would have used it on the Troll King. Though they left 2 cards on top, so they know what those cards are. One is a land. Okay. Or maybe they already had a land. So this other card has to be what they left on top. I don't really understand, opponent. I don't understand what is happening. Alright, well, I guess I'll attack with the Troll King and see what they do. I mean, that's a real hit. Enter our return. Burnt on his hand. Sure. Alright. Well, if this is what we're doing, they left those on top. Is it just another one of the same? Alright, so we can get 6, 7 mana here. Actually, we get more than that. Alright, so we get 6, right? And then this is 7, but then we're going to produce food, so this becomes 8. So we could do this and this. Or we could just mammoth. No, I want to do this instead. And then we'll just use a food. Well, cancel that. Nah, that's fine. We'll still do that. Let's sack a food. Get green. Alright, let's see what the opponent's up to. We're at 29 cards. We're starting to get into the danger range here. But they really liked whatever that previous card was that they drew, because they left that on top from a previous scry. Alright, there's a Ruin Crab. Nothing to go with Ruin Crab. Okay, so as much as we don't want the opponent to be able to block here, we do need to attack first. So if they're incentivized to use a bounce spell, we get kind of a clear path for the Gem Razor, which is our real goal here. I mean, yes, I could have gambled and put the Gem Razor on the Gilded Goose so I can get in for another 4, but I don't know what that other card is. It's maybe just a Gem Razor, but it wasn't a land. We know that much. Or they would have just played it. Huh. Okay. That doesn't really track. What's going on? There we go. That's what we were looking for. They do get to draw a card here, mind you. All right. So we're in the same situation, right? We can get 6, 7, 8. Well, no matter what, we have to do this. So let's maximize what we can. All right, we're at 26 cards. Don't know if that's enough, but we're going to find out real quick. All right, that's going to mill us for a couple. Man, if we could find a big fight spell, that would be awesome. I mean, there's still answers. Opponent's empty-handed, though, so this is probably the best we could hope for. I mean, we are going to go ahead and remove a card. Oh, actually, your opponent has stuff in their graveyard. Look, we'll eat one of these ruin crabs to make ourselves feel better. F that crab. Okay, deck. This isn't cute anymore. Let's put this in tap. We want it as a land, so we can trigger that mammoth. We want to attack, attack, attack. I mean, we're at 20 cards. I think we're going to do this. Man, these Troll Kings is working overtime. All right. This it? End of the story. All right, they draw 4. Don't think they're going to be able to get us. Even if they bounce the Troll King, it's going to start looking real rough for them. Because they're going to take a minimum of 7, and they'll lose the Ruin Crab. Which also means they can't mill us this turn, because they'd have to bounce something with their action. Alright, we're at 17 cards. I guess they could have, like, Maddening Cacophony, but even that twice is going to leave us at, like, 3 cards, so that's not enough. Well, no, they could do for 8 and 8, and when we draw one, that's exactly 17. That could get us. Alright, so we're looking for something that gets rid of a Ruin Crab here, right? Or a Questing Beast, though I think we lost all our Questing Beasts already. No, only 3 look like they're gone. You do not help us, little ooze. You do not help us. Alright, well, everybody's going to get a piece of the action here. Opponent have another bounce spell? Is this it? This is a win against Mill? The flex is on. It looks like that's it. No? They're waiting for me to spend mana. Okay, I guess not. Alright, into the Royal, sure. Oh man, this is coming down to the wire. At 2. Okay, I guess we'll play this Feasting Troll King for, I guess, the 3rd time this game. Alright. This is it. We have 16 cards. End of the story. That's not going to do it. I think we're good from here. They'd have to Cacophony twice, and then we die on our upkeep. That'd probably be the best 2 things they could do here. If they got it, they got it. But I don't think they do. Well, I guess if you just have things big enough the opponents are forced to block, you can do some things against the mill decks. Ah, there goes a Wicked Wolf. Would have been nice to have gotten one of those. Put both on the bottom. I mean, I don't know, maybe they have 2 more dismissals or something here. I mean, I guess it's possible. Because if you dismissal that, you dismissal this. Well, no, because then you're still taking 4 after you block, so that's not going to do it. Yeah, you got to stop the Troll King and the Flyer, block the Ooze, and still have to deal with the Mammoth. Whew, GG's. GG's, opponent. All right. You know, take it for what it's worth. That is a small sample size, but we did win them all. And it was a lot of fun, I have to admit. Like, there was a lot of times where I was like, oh, let me draw this, let me draw that, you know, and it's kind of fun. I mean, this is not even this particular deck, but I mean, this is an example of why we needed those other cards banned, because this really opened up a lot of different variety and a lot of different things we could play. I mean, what world are we in that I'm playing Feasting Troll King and I'm seriously like, you know, maybe I need 4 copies of this in the deck for this thing that costs 6 mana, right? Like, we're in an interesting time. Like, this is really fun. But I like this deck. This is one of the decks I'll probably come back to playing a bit. I'll probably be playing this on stream on Monday, honestly. Like, this is pretty fun. I like it. I think I still want to come back and play regular mono green as well, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow or the next day, because I still want to see, like, now that the format's changed, what cards would we be willing to play in those lists or not, or what did those look like. But I do like where this is going. Like, this is pretty fun stuff. So, and you know, we got a win against Straight Mill, so that's always hot. But yeah, I dig it. I don't even know if I'd change much other than maybe trying to find room for another of the Troll Kings. But again, I like having the Questing Beast, and that's probably the only thing I would cut at this point. But I don't know, make of it what you will. Remember, if you haven't, please remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and then come back and see us for more cool Magic videos. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.